Before the video begins, this is part 7 to the Genderbend series. If you haven't seen any of the other parts, go ahead and watch them first or you may be lost. Links will be in the description. On another note, thank you all for 70,000 subscribers. I really appreciate and love all of the support you give me. I can't believe it sometimes and I can't thank you all enough. So here's a little update. Part 8 is currently in the works, so it'll hopefully be out very soon. And yes, I'll upload it as soon as it's ready. I won't wait for the 80,000 mark. I wouldn't want to keep you all waiting any longer for it. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoy another special video. Now, on with the video. In class, Aizawa stood at the front, eyeing his students. He sighed.
I don't know if I should be impressed, disappointed, or downright angry. Why would you be feeling any of those things, other than impressed? Kero.
All we did is what we were told to do. Don't tell me we're getting in trouble. That wouldn't be very fair.
I'm impressed, because some of you had fighting moves that I haven't seen before. I'm disappointed, because you all saw this opportunity to fight and we're all a little too excited about it.
But sir.
And I'm downright angry, because many of you went too far. 2 students are in the hospital because of you all.
It should have been 3. A capture scarf wrapped around Midoriya, tightening when she squirmed a bit.
I don't care how much your hormones are influencing this. I also don't care how Nizu allowed any of this.
Aizawa's eyes glowed bright red.
Behavior, especially with comments like that, could be mistaken as villain behavior.
Midoriya's eyes widened.
I could easily have you and a couple others of you expelled for how far some of you went. Tears came to Midoriya's eyes.
I'm not a villain. I'm so sorry, Mr. Aizawa. There's just a lot of things going on and I don't want to be expelled. Sir, I'm sorry. We're sorry. We got carried away but we're not villains. We didn't mean for it to go that far. Aizawa's eyes turned back to normal.
Are you really going to expel? We all thought there would have been someone mediating the whole thing, but no one stepped in.
Aizawa sighed and rubbed his temples.
Look, I would have intervened sooner if Nizu wasn't being a psychotic rat.
He released Midoriya from his scarf.
Mediator or not, you all should know your limits, and when to show mercy. Midoriya, Kirishima and surprisingly Todoroki and Hagakure. After today's lesson, you will stay after class so we discuss an actual appropriate punishment for you all. The classroom door slammed open.
Katsuchin, shut the hell up, nerd.
Ida, Eureka, and Ashido walked up behind him.
Bakugao, there was no need to slam the door open.
Bakugao stared at the class, then to Aizawa.
What the hell happened? That's apparently close to villain behavior.
Villain? What the hell did we miss? Kaminari laughed.
After you guys were taken to Recovery Girl, we were given permission to fight Class 1B. Some of us got a little too into it and got carried away. Some of us joined in after we dropped you off. Ida obviously stayed until you were all clear to go. That doesn't explain shit.
To keep it quite frank, after your match Bakugao, Nizu allowed us to battle it off with the other class. Some of our classmates didn't show mercy, and 2 of the students ended up in the hospital.
It wasn't that bad. Who? What? Who's in the hospital?
Juzo and Sen.
In case you haven't noticed, I don't know people's names.
The 2 who you forced to their knees and told them that they better beg for your mercy, Kiro.
And who got them? Todoroki and Midoriya. Mainly Midoriya. What about Shadow Fuck? Hagakure and Kirishima almost had him, before they were restrained.
Who would have known that manly time could have me going apeshit? I would have flashed him into nothing. Enough. This is ridiculous. You 4, outside. Now, the 4 mentioned earlier, reluctantly made their way outside the classroom. Before Midoriya could walk out, Bakugao grabbed her arm and spoke only loud enough for her to hear.
Fucking Deku, I didn't ask for you to fight my fight. What the hell is wrong with you? I couldn't just let it stand and have them think of you any less. I had to make a point, and that seemed pretty loud and clear to me. You're annoying. You're welcome, Kaken.
Midoriya, Bakugao laughed.
Go ahead, loser. Don't cry about it too much. I'm already crying on the inside. Shocker.
Midoriya, this is your final warning.
I should go. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.
Midoriya walked out the classroom door, shutting it behind her. The class sat in a moment of silence.
So what are we supposed to do now? How about nap time? How about a study session?
Oh come on Ida, don't be boring. I just got released from the nurse for smoke inhalation. That is the last thing I want to do right now. Well, being bored is why you and Ashido are the reason any of this happened, Kiro. What are you talking about?
Alright, maybe we should each just do our own things?
Good idea. Let's all just. No. I want to hear what Asu is talking about. What's there to talk about? We all know this was your fault.
Look, I'm trying my hardest to stay out of it.
Then stay out of it.
I don't know why this is turning into a fight. We all know what happened. Yeah, Ashido and Eureka couldn't control themselves and manly time came out of them. Pink fuck, round face.
Bakugao's hands dangerously sparked.
My head is pounding, so if you both don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to AP shot you into the next fucking building.
What did I do? I already know that it was our fault. Why am I being dragged into the threat?
Just by default.
Alright okay. Let's just settle down. We wouldn't want anyone else to make a visit to Recovery Girl. This is bullshit.
Ashido, just have a seat and take a deep breath, please.
Absolutely not.
Mon ami, what is going on? Another fight it seems.
Look, I'm well aware that we initiated all of this. Okay, I get it. But everything else that happened after that was not my fault. Why are you trying to say it was? It just is Ashido. Drop it. I'm about ready to bitch slap you. Whose side are you on?
He bared his teeth, challenging anyone that dared to.
Alright Ashido. We can talk about this when we're all calm about this. Hell no. A chair scraped across the floor. Bakugao standing and hands on the table before her.
Alright you stupid pink alien. You fucking. Huh? The fuck is up with your eyes? Everyone looked up at Ashido, gasping at the sight.
Why? Why is one eye purple? The hell are you talking about?
I really think you should have a seat. Something isn't right here. Here, have a seat.
Shoji pulled up a chair and motioned for Ashido to sit, which after a moment, he did.
How are you feeling, Ashido?
Fine. What do you mean one eye is purple?
Both of your eyes aren't yellow. Only one is and the other is literally purple, bro. Try calming down. Take a couple of deep breaths while we try to sort this out.
Everyone turned to Bakugao.
What happened? Are you guys okay? Holy shit. Dude, why are your eyes green? I'm sorry. What? What do you mean they're green?
Why is she speaking so calm? It's unsettling.
Yaoi Orozu made his way up to Bakugao, looking into her eyes.
Bakugao, do you feel any different?
No? Why do you ask?
Because up until a second ago, you were about to throw hands with Ashido, and now your eyes are green.
This has to be something with the quirk, right? Why else would they be acting so out of character if it wasn't for the quirk? But, what correlation would that have with the quirk? Unless it was a different quirk?
But we haven't left the school since then. It wouldn't make sense, Kiro.
There has to be more to this quirk than meets the eye.
Haha, literally.
Maybe now wouldn't be the time for jokes, Eureka.
Hey sorry, it just caught me off guard. Okay, now you guys are starting to freak me out. Wait a minute.
Jiro approached Ashido, looking at his eyes again.
Your eyes are yellow again. Are you still angry? Angry? No. How can I be angry when you guys are just freaking me out about my eyes? Well the quirk did turn us into the opposite gender. I think I may have an idea of what's going on.
I may have an idea where you're going with this. What is it?
I think.
The door slid open. Aizawa raises an eye ridge. When all of his students look at him, the 4 students walk in from behind him.
Whoa, what's going on?
What's wrong with your eyes? Midoriya ran straight to Bakugao, almost tripping over her feet in the process. Aizawa walked toward Bakugao.
Your eyes are green.
So I've been told, but I don't really know what's going on. It's kinda freaking me out. Yaoi Orozu had a theory.
Let's hear it. Well, I'm thinking that there's a little more to this quirk than we originally thought.
Other than being a girl, what else would there be?
Seeing that not only are we the opposite gender, I believe this quirk is having us act, or even just be the opposite as well.
So Ashido, being angry and Bakugao being calm, is all a part of the quirk? So it's not hormones? Maybe at first, but now seeing that it's changing some of our classmates' eye color and demeanor, it might have been something more. Kaken wasn't the only one with different colored eyes? No, Ashido had a purple eye just a while ago, but she was very upset when you guys left.
You all could be onto something. I knew this was a bad idea from the start. As of now, it doesn't seem very harmful, but I will get to the bottom of this and figuring out the full extent of this quirk.
He pulled out his phone, dialed a number and held it to his ear.
I'm stepping outside for a second. For the love of everything, please don't do anything stupid.
He walked out, closing the door behind him.
Does he have no faith in us?
Considering the fact that we're wearing quirk-suppressing anklets, I'd say no. Anklets? Since we went overboard at training, Aizawa and a couple other teachers thought it was best if we wore these so we don't cause harm.
For the protection of students and others and all that crap.
What kind of bullshit is this? Let me see.
She grabbed Midoriya's ankle and put it on her desk, almost making her fall if it wasn't for Hagakure supporting her balance.
Kaken, I'm wearing a skirt. I'm not gonna look you perv.
She took a better look at the anklet.
The fuck?
Her eyes turned back to red.
So what? You're gonna be treated like some sort of prisoner?
Good to have you back, Bakugaukiro.
Shut it, frog face. Katsuchin, please calm down. It's not like that. Then what is it? We agreed to have these on Bakugao. They didn't force us to have these on. We figured it was for the better. I mean, before any of you guys said anything about the quirk, we all came to terms on how much it's actually affecting us.
Yeah, sorry if I made it seem like it was whatever and they decided to do it.
They didn't have to make them look like you're on probation. Well, they're not meant to look nice. Whatever.
She pushed Midoriya's foot off of her desk.
They're suppressors, but Aizawa can turn them off or on when needed, like for quirk training or something.
Why did this have to be so complicated? I only wanted to prank people and brag that I have a big dick.
Can you not?
Why are you jealous that mine is bigger than yours?
You say that like you've seen it before.
That's for me to know and you to never find out.
What?
You heard me.
Stop this. This is highly inappropriate.
The door opened.
I think you're just jealous that my boobs are bigger than you could ever have.
Why do I keep walking in on you guys having weird conversations?
Ah shit, sorry.
Right. What brings you here, present Mick? Shota caught me in the hallway and said to watch over you guys. Looked like it was urgent.
Considering the fact that the quirk might be doing more harm now.
Huh? What do you mean? It's not for sure, but here's what we're theorizing.
As the class informed Present Mick on their theory, Aizawa hurried into the teacher's lounge, looking for his keys.
I don't care that he's in school. I need to talk to him now.
All Might and Midnight looked up from their computers, hearing the urgency in his voice.
Tsukochi, you don't understand. My students are changing in so many more ways right now. I need to know what's going on.
The other two teachers looked at each other before standing and making their way to Aizawa, listening and waiting for him to get off the phone.
This is urgent. I wouldn't be calling you if it wasn't. Yes?
He sighed in frustration.
I already told you yes. For fuck's sake, yes. Thank you. I'll be over in less than an hour. He hung up and continued looking for his keys, not noticing the other teachers behind him.
Aizawa? He tensed in shock.
You should really wear a bell.
Oh, I'm sorry we weren't as loud and obnoxious when you barged in here as if it was your own house.
Right. Sorry. What's going on, Aizawa? You seem very tense. And that phone call with Tsukochi proved otherwise.
Yeah, what's wrong with the students?
There's more to this quirk than we realized. The one that's on my students.
Like what?
Ashido's and Bakugao's eyes were different colors, and acting the total opposite of their personalities. Ashido was being very hostile and Bakugao was being extremely kind and concerned for her. I mean, him. So they're changing in more ways than just their appearance? Exactly.
Well, what are we waiting for?
No, I'm going alone.
They're not just your students, Shota. They're my little gremlins too. Aizawa turned to All Might, who only shrugged.
I'm coming too. I need to hear what's going on here. No. I mean, I can't even find my keys.
Oh, I have them.
Why?
I use your car sometimes to pick up takeout for All Might and I.
What? Midnight? I thought he gave you permission to use his car, and you bought that? Never mind that. Let's just go.
I call shotgun.
What are you? 12? Don't answer that.
Boo. It didn't take very long before they arrived at the station. Aizawa led the way, with a look on his face that meant business. No one was there when they arrived at Tsukochi's office.
Great. Now we have to wait. I'm sure he's out getting the boy. Don't worry Aido, everything will be okay. Aido, oh, All Might, Midnight, didn't expect to see you both here as well. Couldn't keep them away even if I tried.
He loves us too much for that.
No, let's not get distracted. Tsukochi, nice seeing you again. I wish it was on better circumstances but we're just trying to find answers. Yes of course. Hante is in the first room on the left. Eraser, you'll have the room to yourself so that he doesn't hold back information like he tried to play around it before. Midnight, All Might and I will watch everything in the hearing room. I'll let you know if he was telling a lie or not when you're done. Sounds good, I'll just start now. Alright, let's go. Oh, and don't worry about using your quirk. He's in quirk cancelling handcuffs. Thanks. Now let's go. The more answers we can get the better.
Once the other three were in the listening room, Aizawa entered the interrogation room.
Seriously? I'm here because of you again? What else do you want? You want me to turn you into a girl? For 1 second. Do you ever shut up? Or do I have to cover your mouth again? Then you really won't get answers.
Aizawa ignored his response, and instead sat across the table from the boy.
What is the extent of your quirk? Oh, cutting right to it? Hair. Have you forgotten already? When you give a direct dose of your quirk, how long did you say it lasts? I already told you. It depends on the person and how much their body accepts. Could be a couple of days, a week, or even more. I don't know. I've never tested it long enough to know the full length of it. Do you know anything that may have happened to someone when you gave them a full dose?
Hante looked at Aizawa, searching for something, until...
Hair. I may or may not know what's going on here.
He chuckled.
What is it that you really want to ask me?
Aizawa studied Hante's demeanor, and how it changed, slightly.
You're hiding something. I wouldn't say hiding. But yet you're not saying anything. Alright, here's why I wanted to talk to you today. Does your quirk have the ability to change a person, more than their appearance? Yes. Why didn't you say anything about that little piece of information? Nobody asked. I'm getting really tired of you. Then close your eyes and go to sleep.
Aizawa's eyes glowed bright red, wrapping Hante in his capture scarf, pulling him close.
Does your quirk change their demeanor, their beliefs? Why does that matter?
The door opened.
Alright Eraser, I think that's enough. Answer the question. Your time is up. I can't answer that for you.
The capture scarf squeezed him tight.
Hey, answer the question. Aizawa, Eraser. Yes. Okay. It does change literally everything about them.
The scarf released the boy. You mean, their entire beliefs and everything they stand for?
And you knew about this before you used your quirk on them? Yes, and yes. If that's true, which it is, then that means, Midnight, call Mike and have him step out so you can fill him in on the situation. All Might, call Nizu and tell him to.
You got it. Midnight and All Might stepped out of the room.
Wait, what's going on? You used your quirk on a whole class of hero students. Right. If everything changes for that person, what's the opposite of wanting to be a hero?
Hante was confused, until it finally set in.
They'll want to be villains. Aizawa, what is it you would like to do? I don't even know. We allowed this to happen. It's not like we can arrest the kid or anything. But he withheld information.
Aizawa looked at the kid. He was scared. His eyes were filled with tears as he stayed staring at a wall.
Kid.
Hante looked up.
Just until we figure out what to do. You're not being arrested. Just detained. Just relax. I'll have someone bring you water. We'll be back. They stepped out, leaving Hante alone.
Shota. Mike didn't answer.
It's fine. We're heading back now. Just send him a message to keep the students in the room until we can figure out what to do.
You got it.
We're actually heading back now. Yes, of course. We can discuss this once we get to the school. Great. Let's go before the students destroy something else. As they made their way back to the school, they began discussing ways to possibly keep them from potentially lashing out when they are not themselves. Meanwhile,
Stop this. Ashido, have you gone insane?
Little listener, just take a deep breath and... I'm sick and tired of taking a deep breath. Just leave me alone. We can't do that, Ashido. We care too much about you to leave you alone right now.
I don't think it's a bad idea. Ashido deserves a little space to himself. I don't think so anymore, Midoriya. Look at his eyes. They're purple again.
Who the hell cares?
What's the matter? He took a deep breath and his eyes turned back to normal. Aido didn't say anything, only smiled. It was so pure, so normal.
Listen here and listen close. I need to go, now. I feel nothing but this deep hatred towards everyone right now. Yaoiorozu was the only one that noticed his smile wavering, like if he was trying to keep his composure.
A hatred towards us?
Little listener, as much as I want to let you take a breather, we still don't know what's going on with this quirk. I need to have you here.
His right eye turned purple.
Present Mike.
Aido's eyes filled with tears.
I'm scared. This feeling is terrifying me, because I know it's not me but it just feels so right. What are you feeling, Hiro? Besides the hatred part. Angry. I want.
His eyes turned purple again, and the tears stopped.
Okay. I think it's time for me to go.
I'm sorry Aido, but we can't let you leave.
She's right. I'm sorry.
Present Mick's phone rang. He took a moment to see who it was. Aido's hand twitched.
I'm leaving, and I'm not taking no for an answer.
Aido was quick to shoot acid at Present Mike without hesitation.
Hey.
Present Mike was instantly yanked out of the way by the waist before the acid could hit him. Aido.
Hold him down. Aido and Shoji ran to Aido, restraining him and pointing his hands away from anybody. Everyone followed the source of what was wrapped around his waist, letting it be none other than Zero herself.
Quick thinking.
Thank you Zero. Zero retracted her tape and nodded.
It was no problem. A sob echoed in the classroom.
Please make it stop. This isn't me. Aido, don't worry. We'll handle this, okay? I want to hurt you. I almost hurt. I attacked a teacher. Aido's breathing picked up.
Okay, calm down.
Bakugan moved towards Aido, looking him in the eyes. She gently smiled as she wiped his tears away.
Her eyes are green again.
Aido and Shoji glanced at each other as they shared a look. They kept an eye on Bakugan. Something felt off.
Hey, it's okay. Look at me, Sanmi.
Why?
You're okay. Believe me, you just have to be strong. I'm aware my eyes are green. I'm aware I'm being too nice that anyone is used to. I'm aware. And so are you.
But
nothing.
She broke eye contact with Aido and looked at everyone else in the class. Midoriya steadied her gaze on Bakugan's hands. They were slightly clenching.
Everyone listen up. I'm aware of everything, okay? But I'm also aware that something is changing inside of me and it's going to happen to all of us.
Can't you see how good this is? Knowing that you guys are keeping aware is a step.
It may be good, but it's unclear what exactly this quirk is. What we were saying is only theorizing. A theory is better than having no answers at all.
What? The change in personality?
Wait a minute.
Yes, Mineta?
What is it? I'm starting to think that this quirk isn't just changing our personalities, but something even more.
What are you saying? Midoriya turned away from Bakugan, listening intently to the conversation.
Think about it. Why else would someone like Midoriya freak out about beating someone up, when she was so proud of it before? Almost bragging even. What? So you mean to tell me, all the times I've snapped and wanted to be aggressive, wasn't because I wanted to, but because of this quirk? You mean I wanted to hurt Juzo and Sen? Heroes don't hurt people.
Whoa. Calm down you two. I'm sure that's not what.
Villain behavior.
What was that? We have these quirk-canceling ankle monitors because Azora stated that our behavior could have been mistaken for a villain's.
What we did was on purpose. No. Let's not think like that.
Bakugan smiled.
It's okay Yuki. With whatever side we're on, I hope we'll still be good partners in crime. Partners in crime? I hope you're stronger than I am. Cat, what are you saying?
Bakugan's hands sparked in warning.
Katsu, Kakan wait.
Midoriya almost flew off her seat as she ran to the front. Everyone turned towards the front as Bakugan raised her hand to Ida's chest. Aido squirmed in their grasp. Shoji reached over to Ida, whose eyes were widened in surprise.
I'm sorry.
A loud and large explosion went off, causing the entire classroom to be covered in smoke, followed by many sounds of coughing.
Dark shadow. The window.
Dark shadow emerged, breaking the nearest window and allowing the smoke to clear.
Oh my. Is everyone okay?
Ida? Shoji was using her body to cover Ida and Aido from the blast. She was unfortunately on the receiving end of some scrapes and burns on her back.
Midoriya?
Midoriya's lower leg was bleeding and had slight burns. She was standing defensively in front of her classmates from Bakugan.
You kicked me? I had to do it. I couldn't let you hurt them, especially when you're in a state like this.
Shoji slowly untangled herself from blocking the two.
Are you both alright? Yes, thank you. I cannot express my gratitude for what you did.
Ashido didn't respond, just sat in their arms crying. One of Bakugao's eyes turned red. She looked angry. She looked panicked.
I didn't think.
She spotted Midoriya's injured leg, and that alone broke her from the inside.
I did that? Am I?
She glanced to her side, noticing how everyone, even present Mike, was in a defensive stance, readying to intervene if necessary.
I hurt. I tried to hurt. Bakugao, it's okay. Deku's leg is bleeding. Because of me. And I'm supposed to be okay? I could have killed someone.
Bakugao, no one is blaming you for any of this. It's something you can't control right now. Everything is going to be okay.
I don't want to see you hurting, but believe me when I say, I'm okay. Bakugao, please don't blame yourself for any of this. I wanted to hurt you. Wanted. I felt that. I made that decision.
Yaoi Orozu walked up to Bakugao, giving her shoulder a firm squeeze of reassurance.
I'm nothing but a villain.
No, you're not.
A villain is the last thing you are.
Bakugao, you're strong and loyal. Please don't fall deeper into the quirk. It's altering your mind, Kiro.
You say that, but yet you're all looking at me with those eyes.
Her red eye turned green. She smiled as she shrugged Yaoi Orozu's hand away.
I've always hated the way people constantly look at me, the way you are all looking at me now. It bothers me. It irks me. What do you mean? We only want to help you. You're all looking down at me.
Tears filled her eyes as her smile wobbled.
Kaken, we've talked this out before, and deep inside you know no one is looking at you like that. Try to remember that. I'm not going to hurt you, Deku. Anywhere I go, anywhere I belong, I want to stay fighting by your side, even by everyone here. But because I don't know what I'm feeling, I'm scared and confused, so I need to leave, while I still have some self-control. Wait, Bakugao.
Bakugao ran to the broken window, using her explosions to fly away from the building.
I need to catch up.
Midoriya, I can't let you do that. She's leaving with a lot of emotions right now. I don't think it'd be a good idea for Bakugao to be alone, sir.
Someone break me out from this.
I don't have the key for you, Midoriya.
Ashido composed himself for a second and went towards Midoriya. Before anyone could react to him, he used his acid to burn the anklet off.
Don't let him, lose himself. He's still in there. Green lightning danced across her skin.
Thank you, Ashido. The door opened. A gust of wind filled the classroom as Midoriya practically flew out the window.
Where is Midoriya going? What is going on, Mike?
You were supposed to answer your phone. We needed to fill you in on some things. Can't you see the state of the classroom right now? There was clearly some shit that went down that couldn't allow him to get to his phone. Kirishima. Shit. Sorry.
There's some things we need to talk about. Clearly. Midnight. Can you bring Recovery Girl here? Looks like there's some students that need some aid.
Of course. I'll be back in a jiffy.
And if any of you don't mind, for the protection of everyone right now, would any of you oppose to wearing quirk-canceling anklets?
Everyone shook their head no.
Great. All Might. Present Mike. Would you two be able to get more anklets? I'm going to make sure no one here uses their quirks.
The teachers left, leaving Aizawa and the remaining students.
Where is Bakugao? Funny story.
He picked up a melted off quirk anklet, showing it to the class before making slight eye contact with Ashido.
What happened? Ah shit.